Hey, this is Dr. Kaan, and I'm back with another video for you. And today I'm going to talk about the step-by-step process that you need to include if you are looking to get back to a high-level sport after ACL recovery surgery. Very simple and straightforward. Before I get into it, if you guys have been finding value out of these videos that we put out weekly, please like and subscribe. Please share with a fellow ACLer. We are here putting content out every week to help you guide, support your process, to educate you, empower you every step of the way. So today I'm going to touch a little bit on the steps needed to get back to a high-level sport. It all starts from the basics, right? And you hear me talk about this all the time. Most important part of this process for me is laying that foundation. So after surgery, working on a few different things. It's getting the swelling down, getting your full extension back, getting those quadricep muscles awake and alive, and then slowly regaining the flexion motion. So that's the baseline foundational stuff. As we conquer that, right? As we get our motion back, as the swelling comes down, as we're getting off our crutches and walking and we're entering that strength phase, this chunk of time usually starts anywhere from 2 months to 6-7 months. We're really working on building strength and making you even stronger than before. The next big part of this process is the objective strength testing. Strength testing is so important. I do talk about that in the previous video of how you should be strength testing. And if your local physical therapist is not talking about it or your surgeon is not talking about it, it's important that you find somebody that actually objectively looks at the muscles surrounding the knee. The stronger we can make these muscles, the more support and stability you're going to provide for yourself. That's what's going to give you longevity. So usually around the 2 to 3 month mark, we do our first strength test. I like to look at quad strength, we like to look at hamstring strength, glute strength, and the surrounding areas of the knee, and we objectively test it. We're comparing side to side, right leg versus left leg, surgical leg versus non-surgical leg, and then we're also comparing that to our height, our age, and our body weight, so we could meet our age-matched norms, right? We not only want to be symmetrical side to side, but we want to be stronger than before, and we want to be strong enough to hold our body weight, especially through the demands of our sport. So we start that type of testing around 2 to 3 months, and we're doing these specific tests every single month. We're tracking progress, making sure we're meeting goals, and then we continue to challenge ourselves. So as we're getting better and better and better, that's when we know we're starting to get a little bit more dynamic. That's when we get clearance to start jogging, okay? Here at the ACL Academy, what we use as our clearance is we want full range of motion, we want swelling down, and then when we do that strength testing, we want our strength scores to be around 80% of the other side. That's when we start introducing a walk-run progression. Even if you're not a runner, it's important to begin to run during this process so the knee can experience that type of stress, right, and become more resilient. So we do that strength testing monthly. Once we hit that 80% mark and our motion looks good, our swelling looks good, that's when we progress our jogging. Once we get to that 90% marker, that's when we can get even more dynamic. So what we like to incorporate is power development, plyometrics, how to land, how to hop, how to jump, right? These are the things that we're really trying to incorporate after we strengthen, after we're running. We can really develop some power. Strength, running, power, and as we're getting into the plyometric program, we do some additional testing called functional testing. These are jump tests, hop tests, making sure that we're jumping and landing correctly, number one, both-legged, single leg, as well as comparing, well, how high can I jump on my right side? How high can I jump on my left side? And then also comparing for distance, right? How far can I jump on our right? How far can I jump on my left? Not only looking at metrics, but we're also looking at how you land. How's the quality of the landing? Are you bending the knee? Are you absorbing that motion or that stress the proper way? So we're looking at numbers, we're assessing the quality, and also addressing issues there if there are any. And through that testing, we're identifying any faults to work on. So you have your strength tests monthly. Once the strength numbers are there, we start power development. And when we're doing our functional tests, right, we're also doing those tests monthly. And as long as you're hitting metrics there, then you're really starting to now trend or go into your final phase. So depending on your sport, we're going to start introducing a little bit more sport-specific stuff. We'll take soccer, for example. Let's say you play soccer and you're trying to get back to a team sport like this. Well, as we're entering plyometric phase and you're doing well with it and you're passing your functional tests here at the ACL Academy, what we then do is transition you, because you're a soccer player, to get more agile, right? Start agility training, get you on a field, start working on deceleration from a higher level sprint. Then we'll focus on cutting, right? 45-degree cuts, 90-degree cuts, changing direction. These are things that I would do without the ball and then with the ball, okay? So we're slowly working in the routine. So based on your sport, what you want to try to do is break down your sport. So if you look at soccer, right? Soccer is a team sport, but there's a lot of individual aspects of it. So we may start with a lot of ball work, some skill work, just technical type drills where you will do slower motions and then you will increase based on your comfort level. And that's like dribbling with the ball, doing different maneuvers with the ball, on and off the ball, right? Setting up some cones where you may begin some reactive drills. These are the things that we would do on an individual basis. And once you're comfortable and the knee's responding well, that's when we'll bring in another teammate. So we'll go from individual and technical drills to more adding a player. And this will work both non-contact at first, doing some shadowing and playing with the intensities. So meaning, let's say 100% would be full speed, full power, really going at it. You may start at a 25% level, subpar, right? And then work our way. And you would do both offense and defense, right? You may just shadow as a teammate dribbles towards you, and as they're changing directions, you're changing directions. Then you would take the ball and you would be on the offense, and he or she would shadow you, right? So you're working both ways with it. You would increase the intensities. Then once you're getting to about 100% intensity, you would add a little contact. So again, now you're doing one-on-one drills, both offense and defense, going at each other and adding a little bit more contact. And you're doing that as well as increasing intensities, right? Starting at a lower intensity and then working up to 100% intensity. Once that goes well, you'll integrate yourself in more team drills. First would be non-contact, could be some passing drills, and implementing those types of scenarios, right? Various types of scenarios of the game involved with that. Once that goes well, you'll do team drills with a little bit of contact. So you're actually not only reacting to drills, but also reacting to different players, as well as, playing in contact. So playing in actual game-like situations. And then after that, you would enter a scrimmage. And most times when we do the scrimmage for the first time, you'd wear a separate penny where it'd be a different color, right? So players would know not to contact you or to back off. They know you're rehabbing, you're recovering. And after a few times and you're feeling good, the knee's responding well, you would enter your first scrimmage. And then from there, gameplay. Right? And as we get into gameplay, you're not playing the full game. It'll be nothing can mimic gameplay other than the game itself. So what we like to do is also control the time limit. So that first game back, you may get out there for 5-10 minutes, right? As you feel good and he responds well, and you would increase those intensities little by little. So it's so important that you go through these phases. And just to kind of recap what we talked about or touched on right now is foundation first, right? Decrease swelling, get your motion back. And then from there, it's all about getting stronger. Start strength testing 2 to 3 month marks. We're comparing right side versus left side. We're doing a strength test every month thereafter. We want to make sure that we're getting symmetry right and left side. We're also making sure both legs are getting stronger for your height and your body weight, and you have the appropriate strength in the legs. Once we reach the percentages, 80% to start jogging, 90% for power development, we're doing some more functional tests, some jump tests, hop tests. We're looking at your landing quality and metrics. We're also comparing side to side there. As that's looking good, you're going to get more sport specific. If it involves sprinting, cutting, pivoting like soccer, like we talked about, we're going to go into the field. We're going to do more agility type drills there, right? So you're going to start those types of drills. You're going to look at your sport. You're going to try to break it down, okay? So most cases with ball, let's say ball sports, soccer, basketball, lacrosse, there's a lot of individual aspects of it. So you're going to work in a lot of those individual drills. Then you're going to add one teammate, no contact, then adding contact. Then you're going to get into a little bit small group. Then you're going to get into bigger group, non-contact, contact, and then you're going to get scrimmage and gameplay. So as you enter that last phase, that can progress fairly quickly, or that still may take a month or 2 or 3, depending on how you respond and how you're feeling, how the knee responds. So that's kind of the breakdown as we go. as we take our players through it. It's so important not only to pass these types of tests, right? We want to be as objective as possible, but at the same time, nothing's going to mimic your sport just like your sport, right? You're going to have to incorporate. So the take home really is whatever sport you are playing, whatever you're looking to get back to, how can you break that down into smaller chunks so you can slowly expose the knee? And if we can do it graded like that, the knee's going to respond very well. You're not going to have setbacks or swelling or pain, and you're going to really just slowly ramp yourself up back into gameplay there. So I hope that helps, guys, and gives you some good info. If you found this video helpful, please like it. If you've been watching along, please subscribe to our channel so you get notified when we drop new videos each week. More importantly, share with a fellow ACLer that can benefit from these tips and education we put out weekly. This is Dr. Kaan signing off, and I'll see you here next time at the ACL Academy.